In case you couldn't tell from the weather outside and my suspenders, it is Christmas time! Yay! And in honor of this mindset, I am going to do a question list that is holiday themed. Not all of my content this month is going to be geared towards Christmas, just this in another video. Let's get to it.
Do you prefer white or colored Christmas lights?
First of all, I think that question is kind of racist. Second of all, colored lights.
When is it appropriate to start listening to Christmas music?
When those around you will tolerate it, or December 1st, whichever comes first.
What is your least favorite Christmas song?
I cannot imagine what hell would be like without Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart being played on loop.
What is a Christmas song that you can listen to on loop?
For how long? I can think of one that I can listen to probably 3 or 4 times in a row before getting sick of, and that is Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Carol of the Bells.
How do you feel about eggnog?
I like it. I mean, I've heard people say that it's really easy to get eggnog wrong, but I've had a lot of eggnog and only a few that I've actually thought was like bad. Maybe I should get my taste buds adjusted.
What do you think would happen if both the Grinch and Jack Skellington tried to steal Christmas the same year?
I basically see it going one of 2 ways. The first way, Jack delivers all his presents, the Grinch steals them, business as normal, and then he's lauded as a hero for saving people from all those atrocities. The second way is the Grinch goes down the chimney, sees what Jack left, and goes, maybe this Christmas thing isn't all that bad.
What was your favorite Christmas tradition as a child?
3 come to mind. I'm gonna breeze through them pretty quickly. First, dim sum. My dad loved China. He'd take us down for Chinese delicacies on Christmas Eve, and that was great. After going and seeing Christmas lights on Christmas Eve, all of my siblings would sleep in the same room and watch a movie and fall asleep together so that when Christmas happened, we all woke up together. After we woke up, we would stay there in anticipation and wait to hear Christmas music being our signal to run down the stairs and go and open presents.
Do you think that Santa Claus is real?
If we can take the movie The Santa Claus as the historical document that it is, I think the answer is pretty clear.
How do you think Santa Claus makes it to all the houses around the world in one night?
I have always thought that Santa actually plays a regional game. We have the big man up in the North Pole who orchestrates it all, and then he has subdivisions that all have sleighs and reindeer that go out and deliver all the presents in a particular area. Although if you're in Mexico, he'll actually send the 3 wise men to go and deliver your gifts.
Where did the 12 days of Christmas come from?
Christmas went over to her friend Hanukkah's house, and she saw that Hanukkah had 8 days of celebration. Mom, Hanukkah's got 8 days of celebration, and I only have 1. And Christmas's parents didn't know how to say no.
Why do some people not like Christmas?
Because they're wrong? Some people don't like it because of the rampant commercialism. Some people don't like it because they've had bad Christmases in the past from their childhood, and it's very meshed together with that. Some people, typically Christians, tend to not like it because they don't feel like there's much of a focus on Christ in the way that we typically celebrate it in America, which I happen to agree with. Oh yeah, and some people don't like a bunch of Christmas movies crowding out everything else on TV.
What do you think makes a good Christmas movie?
Christmas movies are kind of similar to horror movies in that there are a lot of terrible ones in that genre. People will often just watch these movies because they want to feel something. What makes a good Christmas movie really boils down to, do you like it? And does it make you think of Christmas? If the movie actually has Christmas in the plot or in the story, that's bonus points to me.
What is the best Christmas present you've ever gotten?
Nothing really sticks out in my mind for Christmas gifts I have received, but my favorite Christmas gift that I have ever given were a set of personalized cards that I gave to all of my family that belong to a board game that we all love. It's like us that are in the game.
What is one thing that you would like to change about the way you celebrate Christmas?
I have a lot of stuff already. There's certainly more stuff that I would like, but a lot of that is expensive film equipment and I don't want to ask people to buy that for me. Something that I've seen some families do is they focus a little bit less on the presents, but they focus more on having experiences together as a family. From my last question, I don't have deep connections to all of the Christmas gifts that I've been given, but I do have some deep connections to the activities that we have done around Christmas. Whether it was the year that my mom had to work at the hospital and my sister and I went around and sang carols, or it was all the Chinese cuisine that we had every Christmas Eve together as a family. Or it was the inner tubing and snowshoeing that I did with my wife's family in Maine last year. So I think it'd be that. And there you have it. That is my question list Christmas edition. I hope that this gets you in the mood for the holidays, or that it even gives you a new way to look at the holidays and maybe can change some of your traditions and celebrations and blah, 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 blah. I'm really interested. What are you doing this holiday season? Please leave it down in the comments below, and I will see you next week. Mwah!